Hi everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a modular synth video, but I wanted to talk about a new module I picked up, the Intellijel Rainmaker. This is a 16-tap stereo spectral rhythm delay and comb resonator. There's a couple of good videos out there right now that explain how this works, particularly the delay function. I'm going to talk about both the delay and the comb resonator. I've got a basic drum pattern and synth stab set up here, so I'm just going to let that run for a second. So we've just got one note going to the modular on that sequence. So I've got it coming through the MIDI 3 here, and the clock is pulsing there. It's pulsing in 16th notes, I believe. And that's coming, sending a control voltage to the shapeshifter and sending that note out into the Rainmaker. So I'll just put this camera down. Now in the menu I've set up just a blank preset, and one of the things that I wanted to do is just set up the internal clock. So I've got a clock coming in to from the MIDI 3. That clock is coming into this delay module. I have a copy of the clock also going into the comb resonator here. And just some basic functions on this. These are some of the main menu functions here. We've got a way to route, delay over comb, comb over delay, combined delay and comb, filter, and you can split those into left and right. Right now we're just going to use the delay over comb. You can watch your levels with this meters and gains. I'll show that'll start reading once we start playing around with the signals, and then you can load and save your presets here. So right now we've got this pulse running, and over here you can edit the clock. There's sort of two edit menus here. Your main edit menu is to edit things like the tap, the clock, time modulation, grain size, feedback, and groove. Right now I've got it set up so that if you go into the menu for the clock division, this is picking up the clock from the Pittsburgh modular MIDI 3, and this is running off Ableton. Ableton's set up at about 124 beats per minute. So you can see at the division of over 4, we've got the correct division set up for the beats per minute. It's matching up to about 124. Now you can edit this with this encoder here and change the speed, and once you change the division, of course your beats per minute is going to multiply. So we're just going to leave it on 4, which gives us the tempo which we're running in Ableton. For the tap, I've set it up for 16 beats at 4 of 4. And so now we can go into the other menu. This is where you can edit the individual steps of your there's steps 1 through 16 of the delay. So I'm just going to pick step 3, and you can select any of these. You can mute, level, you can pan it stereo, left or right. You can also select a filter and notch out different frequencies for each individual step, or you can change the pitch of each individual step. For right now, we're just going to go to level. The blinking light notes that I've selected the third step in the delay, and we use the encoder to turn up, but you can't hear anything yet because it's still on the dry signal, so we'll turn up the alright, so we've got the delay on the third step happening now. So just on this alone, one thing you can, I'll just explain this in very basically here. You can turn the effect off or on. You can mute it. You can change the delay feedback. You can change the pitch of the delay. This will change the pitch for all of the steps at once. You can change the feedback tone. You can also use control voltage to change all of these parameters, whether it's the feedback, the pitch shift, or the tone. I've got a random control voltage source coming out of this one. So, for example, you can hear it's affecting the pitch. And finally, if you want to change the pitch of a step, why don't we get another step going here? Let's pick step 5. And we'll just change the pitch, select pitch, and the step that you want to change. We'll try step 3. Sorry, that's detune. We're going to do semitones. And there you go. There's a very basic delay pattern using steps 3 and 5 and going up 7 semitones on pitch 3 on step 3. Let's just try adding one more step. Let's try step 9. We'll change the pitch of step 9 as well. Alright, so that's the delay function. Now it will turn on the comb resonator. So the way this one's set up is, let's check our levels. We can change the, in this meters and gain function, you can change the volume for your delay and comb resonator individually. Just turn up the comb resonator a little bit so we can hear it. You can change the comb size. So the way this one's set up now is the comb pattern is on random early falling slope. It's got a number of taps. It says 5. So we can just keep pushing this button to cycle through some of these functions. And down here, if we change the taps and feedback, it takes away the resonator. If we increase this, it adds more to the resonator. And you can change the comb size. So you can treat it as a delay, but if you speed it up, you can get a resonance off of it. Now let's add the delay that we did before. Go back to a dry signal, just a single pulse, and just with I find that this unit works best with very simple patterns coming into it. We'll just change the pattern a little bit. Do a different pattern here. Check our meters. And we can change the routing. So it's going through the comb first and then the delay now. When you play around with that, you have to play around with the gain on the delay and comb filter, sorry, the comb resonator. And try and tune it to the song. There's also mod A and mod B control voltage input. You can encode what mod A and what mod B does here. For example, if you select this, push this button on mod B, you can choose from a variety of parameters. You can change the comb density, comb pattern, comb wave, comb mod rate. You can have it select nothing. We'll try and experiment with perhaps a comb density. And I'll just send a random control voltage into that. Turn off the delay. That sounds kind of cool. So just a reminder, what we did there is we took a random control voltage into mod B, which is now modifying the comb density. And you can change the amount of signal that's coming in with this pot here. So pretty cool. We could try loading some of the inbuilt presets. Another really cool function is over here. If you go back into the main edit menu, this first button here is random. you push that and you get into the randomize function, and you can randomize a number of different things. You can pretty much randomize any function that's in here, either individually or as a whole. For example, if I turn the encoder all the way to the end of the menu, you can randomize all functions, or if you step back, you can randomize all delay and comb. You can just randomize the comb function. You can randomize the taps and delay. You can randomize tap levels. So if I go back to one of my presets that I did, this is one simple preset that I did. So it's got 3 steps that are running the delay, and those levels look like this. Now if I go back into the randomize menu and I want to randomize those levels, I go into randomize tap levels. You can see it's now lit up all of the steps, and it's randomized all the steps along the way. You can also randomize everything in the delay function, in all of the comb resonator. So if we do that, it's going to sound kind of crazy. And you just keep pushing it. You can randomize it until you find a sound that you're perhaps looking for, or something similar, and you can continue to edit it from there. There you have the Intellijel Rainmaker. This is a pretty deep module. I'm really enjoying working with it. I think it's definitely worth the money. It's a bit of a pricey module, but the amount of creativity and sort of organic sound you can get out of it is pretty amazing, and the randomize function is great. Really enjoy that, being able to find a sound that, you know, maybe you haven't heard before. There's a lot of potential in this. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, everybody. I'm out.